What's up, Capricorn? Welcome to your weekly reading with me, ShadowSisterHealing Silva, and I wanted to start with this dark space here. Let's pull your crystal first. So throat chakra. You get nightmare before Christmas, and I think I will put my lights on now. Just put your deck here ready. So get this Halloween inspired. But we need a little bit more light here, so let's add it. Yes, okay. So here you see my setting. I have here also crystal ball. If you have a question, you can ask immediately a question. Let's start it like that. If it takes my hand. Where is it? Nothing. Crystal ball going. Oh no, nothing happens with the crystal ball. Oh, okay. Not today. We sometimes, who knows, there is this lesson here that sometimes certain things you should not even know. So yeah, let it be like that. But I'm gonna give you a feeling card first. I have these new cards. Just wanna give you first leap of faith, trusting divine, trusting intuition, taking action, going for it. So some kind of like a leap of faith is needed now. It can be your message. And then we have an angel, as we have today and still currently this effect of the solar eclipse in Libra, and that is a lot of dark energy because there is this Pluto aspect. I want to bring a little bit angel message here too. So transformation, Rachel, this transformation is very much the Pluto energy. Death card is card for this Pluto usually. This death, sex, power is all connected. And transformation is usually the positive message of all this energy. So we need to have this dark to change the material, then to become light. There is this kind of autumn energy here. But at large also, there is kind of conflicts in the world also. So, things should change somehow for the better. But we are in the middle of it. Interestingly, I was gonna put it in the middle here. I think it's nice to have it here. There's this dark Pluto and the positive balancing Venus. Yeah, let's leave it like that. And then I have an archetype. This will be your thumbnail. So let's see what comes from you, for you, Capricorn. What is the energy you need to know? This one. More stuff is... interestingly, I think... I'm not gonna open... I was gonna take this. But this came like that. So I trust that. I'm just taking that. Because it came really jumping like that. And when I have seen card, I cannot unseen it. So Eternal Child is for you now. Interestingly. Eternal Child is very innocent energy. Can be immature too, but there is this innocence that is kind of like the sun. The strong sun that every baby when it's born, remember this Capricorn, every baby has all the colors, is full of energy, is the hope of new future. Maybe we need that baby energy, that new innocent energy. And you have it, so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's put this here. Eternal Child. Transformation, and then Nightmare Before Christmas cards. And I'm gonna make you a Lilith spread. This has to be somewhere else. Wait. So this has 6 questions. First is what is blocking my expression? Second, how can I strengthen my authentic expression? Capricorn. Third is, how can I get a deeper connection to my own sexuality? This is this deep, divine goddess, dark goddess, Lilith energy. And then, what gives me wings? You have this transformation here also with wings. So what makes your transformation happen, I would say. And then, what opens the gate to freedom? It's always good when you know, then you know. And then lastly is the Lilith card, message from the shadow. So that's supposed to be something here in the dark Pluto realm. So let's start. First one is what blocks you. Let's put this eternal child here. So I don't read the reversed, because sometimes I just put the cards opposite and I think they all are. We could open all of them. So interestingly, you got a very powerful card immediately there in the... Can you see these cards? I think it has to be more like that. So immediately you got what blocks. What is the block in your authentic expression? And this is the artist usually get this throat chakra, that you should not be silent child, but speak up. Speak your truth. And magician is the one who used the 4 elements, and you have now major arcana card as a block. So you have kind of manifestation block. You have something that you can't take action to create. Even you have all the elements. I mean, I have my magic sandbox here, just to remind you, we have this cat here. I should have put it here also. Do we have a space for it? Let's change the cat away. Maybe that's somewhere else. Let's place it here to remind you what the magician looks like. So get that in your head, and then we can put the cat here. Or here behind, like a daredevil here, be a little bit looking. No more hiding. That's what I get, this moving this cat there in the hiding. Yes, there has been this hiding energy, like, oh, who I am to do all this magic, who I am to be this witch, to make the magic. Like, I don't want to stand out, or like, oh, this is too hard. Like, just take action, constant, committed, imperfect action, and trust the process. That's it. And then, anyway, next message is, what strengthened my authentic expression? And you get 8 of present, 8 of pentacle is the working energy. I mean, here is this elves in the Christmas land are busy preparing the gifts. So this is very like a labor work oriented, like just doing the work, waking up, because it's 8, like waking up 8 o'clock and putting the alarm like maybe 7, and then starting exactly 8 o'clock working, then having those, usually those best working hours are in the morning. You're more sharp before 11. So just being in this kind of working mindset to get the most difficult task at hand done before 11, and then getting easier and easier. But just this work energy is good for you. It gives you power that you have already done the hard stuff first, then the rest of the day, like, you can do even more. But like, get the difficult out of the way immediately. Yes. And taking action, then you get more powerful. It's almost like this eternal child, me, I still have to read it, tells me there is this kind of like a tantrum of the child, a little bit like, oh no, I don't want to do it, it's too hard. But yes, you can be magical, you can do change in the world. So why wouldn't you do it? You're gifted for a reason. You should use your gifts, not hide them. Okay, then we have this sexual thing. How can I create deeper connection to my sexuality? And you have 7 of potions. 7 of cups is dreaming. You should allow yourself to dream big. Even though some dreams are illusions, but this can be a beautiful dreamy energy. There can be a lot of things you can mix together to make this magic happen. Like dreams are your fuel. And that's for sexuality too. I mean, yeah, I've heard like sex starts with the brain, but maybe for you it's very important to have these dreams, like a dream day, writing about it, like manifesting it then, like keeping it present in your life. What is the dream relationship? Really expressing again that with words possibly. Then you have what gives you wings, like these transformation wings, is to be hermit, to actually be alone, to go in the middle of the labyrinth and bring the sun with you back from there. So daring to go to dark places, daring to face things that are deeper, and then bringing it to others. Finding your light within, hermit energy. Virgo energy also is also kind of like a very organized in your own way for your best. Then we have here still Lilith spread. What gives me gate to freedom is Sally busy sewing something. It's 2 of needles, 2 of swords. So actually the classic 2 of swords is like an intuitive choice. Trusting your intuition while making a choice. Always when she do needlework, I mean, she's sewing here the costume of Santa Claus, I guess, for Jack, because she's always wanting to help him. She's like also sewing herself, so she's able to heal herself. So just this 2 of needles, this 2 of sword, is important to make sharp decisions. And that gives you, that's a gate to freedom, that you are taking those decisions. You are not postponing or procrastinating them. You're just taking action, like she's making the Santa Claus. Like, okay, Jack wants to be Santa Claus, so let's make a nice costume for him. Then we have this shadow message from the shadows, pointing out what is this shadow thing here. It is indeed hard stuff. End of a relationship, or like end of something. 10 of swords. A lot of suffering, stab in the back. Hard energies in the shadows. Some fears, possibly. I'm going to read now from that Nightmare Before Christmas, because there is some story for it. It's a hard card. Anyway, keep the leap of faith anyway, whatever happens. 10 of Needles indicates something is coming to a painful ending. Whether this refers to a friendship, relationship, project, or job, you may be left with heavy emotions. Give yourself time to grieve, but trust that it's for the best. Fresh beginnings are ahead. So something like a relationship ended and it was heavy on you. You had to kind of purge it. You had to let it go. And actually there's a lot of this kind of wisdom to start something new completely in this solar eclipse and let the old go. So this Pluto guy here, it's kind of time to let it go. And yes, what else? I have to read you. I was just thinking before this reading, I was thinking about the emotions, that they are contagious, and how you should be always aware of that. That emotions are also passing, so just understand that. Don't let yourself get hold on this kind of negative too long, because they are contagious. And world doesn't need more contagious feeling. It needs hope and people who have faith and like a hopeful message. Direction to love more. To make more magic. So, Eternal Child. Try to keep this reading short, but it's always already 50 minutes. Eternal Child. Very important archetype. Capricorn. The inner child, the child of joy, the eternal child is connected to the timeless, ageless, and infinite aspect of life. It is radiant and fearless and seeks joy above all else and at any cost. It struggles being bound to an aging body with physical limitations in a world that demands attention to detail and logistics. The eternal child wants to nix all rules and responsibilities and go beyond what others say is possible. It wants to return, with plenty of friends, to the land of the free, where divine wine and creativity pour from the earth and sky. We all want a sip from the well of eternal youth, and this makes the eternal child naturally popular, perhaps even famous. The eternal child glimmers. It reminds us of what is possible, what is magical about this precious life. Yes, you have to remember the magic that is blocked now, that you belief itself is a strong feeling. Focus on that kind of positive feelings, like believing in something very hard, like to yourself, for example, that you have some abilities to create beauty in the world. And not focusing on that suffering part. Let it go. Almost like angel and demon on your shoulder. Listen that angel. Like here. Choose life, choose light. Choose that Venus energy here. Because Venus is even present in this next moon eclipse in Taurus. It's a ruling planet of Taurus, so focus on that kind of Venus energy. Then still, when light, joyful, playful, accepts all and magic. When dark, addicted, selfish, adrift, burns out. If you want to go deeper with this eternal child, you can read stories of Icarus, Peter Pan, and Rumi's Has Anyone Seen the Boy? I guess it's a beautiful poem. And then this archetype is so spirited that when its appetite for life isn't satiated, it seeks spirits and substances elsewhere. The eternal child struggles with addictions of all varieties. So pay attention to the dark side of the eternal child. And celebrity culture is based heavily on this archetype, as is the phrase live hard, die young, and the series of artists and musicians who died at the 27. Yes. So remember that kind of like a fire that burns too fast. Like fire is good inside, but keep things safe also for that eternal child. Then we have still this angel message. That's kind of hopeful message for you. And I want it to be like that. Transformation. It's the last angel on this book. A little bit doomsday angel, but let's see what it has to say. Affirmation is just simply I am. So remember how powerful is that. It's very magical, like to just understand what the I am beingness it can bring to you. Every soul will reach this pinnacle at some stage within its journey of existence. You have reached it now as the outcome, the culmination of lives lived, of attainment, of karma cleared out and moved beyond, of soul awakening and progression, of knowledge gained and put to use, of realization, understanding, awareness, and right action put in place. Life is living through you actively, through the actions, thoughts, intent, and purpose of your soul. You are working blending with the laws of pure creation. Even now, as you read these words, you can feel these profound truths stir within you. Nothing blocks the way ahead. You are firmly on the path you came to tread. Every word and thought you have is now important. All will take you forward or hold you back, lift you higher or keep you down. The choice is yours. So remain aware and recognize the subtleties of what emerges, how, when. Nothing will prevent this natural occurrence, like a chain reaction that stems from deep within. Yes, there is really this deep within that you should really this hermit thing, see it as your wings. Being alone is when usually a spiritual journey also happens. You have to be alone for that kind of ability to hear. You can speak to pray, but if you want to listen God or get any higher messages or magical emotions, you have to be alone. It's something very deep inner work, shadow work even. Angel Rachiel's exalted position as the one who governs the powerful human drives of sexuality and love, in particular self-love, self-worth and inner honesty, is key when it comes to asking for guidance. Rachiel is not here to judge, but to help you to realize your potential and give you the confidence to live your highest truth. Rachiel recommends you to discover and connect with the following crystals: Tiger's Eye, Moonstone, Opal, Scolesit, Charoite, Malachite, Hergimel, Diamond, and Lacrimal. Lacrimal, yes. These could be the crystals. Anyway, you have a lapis lazuli that is very beautiful as well here. This artistic crystal. Also protection crystal. I've heard that this is very good to keep with you, to have a protection. I have also here, this one is also giving protection. It's, how it's called, aquamarine. Yeah, this what I have here. Anyway, I think I leave your reading here. I'm happy to see all this kind of positive thing here that you can do. Just keep having faith for the good things to happen. Eternal Child is very beautiful energy here. So I'm happy to see that. Okay, thank you for the reading. And if you liked, press like and then subscribe so you don't miss the next reading. And yes, all likes and comments help my algorithm. So I'm really happy if you do a little action for me. Okay, bye Capricorn.